Hello again, everyone. We are Gaming by Gaslight. Welcome back to Monolith. We've been playing a lot of Dead Cells lately, and I figure while we wait to get back to our regularly scheduled programming, let's give Monolith a try again, because that's another game that also plays nicely with a controller, and since that's kind of what we're limited to right now, and also because I liked this game, and it's got a fairly sizable update not that long ago that I've been meaning to give a try. So, yeah, let's refamiliarize ourselves with the controls and then get in there. And for anyone who hasn't seen Monolith before, basically it's like a twin-stick shooter roguelike sort of game. I'm going to compare it a little bit to Enter the Gungeon or Binding of Isaac, maybe, and like how it plays out. In case you're not familiar with it. Pretty fun, brutally difficult. I've never actually managed to beat it yet, but, you know, I'm not terrible at it, so let's give it a go. Alright, so we're just kind of going through like the tutorial-y bit, seeing as, alright, the 13th, so it's a rival ship, basically. And it occurs to me something that I've been doing a bit of reading in this game, because I figure part of why I was not so great at it is that I just didn't really know what I was doing. And I think part of my problem is the fact that I've been using grenades and various things wrong. Like, you don't get invincibility frames while you're dodging, I think, unless you have the teleport. And I do not have the teleport. So, what my brain is telling me is that I should be using bombs like blanks. They do a little bit of damage, and they also get rid of any shots that are on the screen. Alright, and we've taken out the bad guy, so he's gonna, run away like a dirty coward, because that's what he does. And then we actually get to enter the facility itself, and basically the premise here, the story, is that long ago, ancient civilization sort of deal, now it's in ruins and gone, leaving behind only this mysterious factory here with some sort of power, eternal, down at the bottom, or something to that general effect. Actually, now that I think about it, it kind of sounds a little bit like the general, like, idea for the plot of Enter the Gungeon. Just a little bit. But then again, I mean, the whole idea of, an ancient civilization leaving treasures behind is not that uncommon, so I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. And I don't mean it as a knock against the game, but it's kind of similar here. What I am instead saying is that, cool, I mean, we're basically in familiar ground, and I'm pretty good at Enter the Gungeon. So if I kind of get that sort of thought process in my head, that we're basically playing Enter the Gungeon, except with a controller here, seeing as I play Gungeon normally with keyboard and mouse, but, we're playing with a controller here, that should help me slowly get into the right thinking process there, and I forget exactly what those do. I mean, it has like a plus on the screen, which makes me think that it heals me. Also, there was some kind of upgrade there, but I slipped off screen. I missed it, and now it's gone, which kind of makes me sad, because that looked like a heart, so that might have been a health upgrade. If it was, I'm really sad that I did not get it, because, that would have no doubt made our lives a lot easier. But this is like a very brutally difficult game. Of course, then again, we don't really have any upgrades yet, so that could actually be part of our problem here. Alright, not bad. And so yeah, in order to beat the boss, we have to beat like the little mini-boss dude first. And the mini-boss dude is around here somewhere, presumably in one of the rooms we have yet to discover. And I'm not sure if I'm supposed to be trying to kill... Whoa. Ow. If I'm supposed to be trying to kill the jars or just the ghosts in the jars. I'm not sure. I guess we'll just keep killing stuff and we'll find out. By the by, also, apparently we have free money. That's always good. And we've also unlocked something. Also, another thing is, you'll notice there's like a little multiplier there. Every time we don't get hit and kill an enemy, it goes up. And generally we want that higher, because that way we get lots of money, and if we have lots of money, we get lots of power. But another part of like the aforementioned like brutally hard difficulty is the fact that in order to like get the like absolute best rank in this game, I need to beat the entire game in less than 20 minutes, which I think is pretty crazy. And I have to take like less than 10 hits. I have to find every secret room. And I feel like there's one more thing I'm forgetting in order to like get like super mega ultimate S rank here. And I think it goes without saying I'm not up to the task. But then again, it's been a while since I've played, and this game is even more bullet helly than Enter the Gungeon. I mean, it's not like Enter the Gungeon where it's just the boss fight that's all bullet hell like. Also, that was the mini boss I had to beat. All right. I mean, I could gamble, I guess. You don't have anything to say, do you? Huh? No words. All right. And we could gamble for the chance of winning a firebomb, which that doesn't sound like something I want to spend my money on right now. So we'll just pick up that bomb there. We'll get ourselves a little extra health there, and then we'll go fight the boss. Oh right, we didn't check out this room yet. All right. So what do we got here? It is upgrades. Okay, cool. Electricity, enemies take longer to activate, scanner. I mean, I like the idea of scanner. I feel stealth is probably good, so I guess I'll take it. But I'm not sure if it's really that good. I guess we'll find out. One day. Alright, who are we fighting here? The Chamber Lord. Who is basically... I mean, this is kind of like a merciful way to start the game. Okay. I mean, aside from taking damage there. Seeing as he appears to be basically like an easier, or not an easier, a bigger version of the enemies we've already seen. I mean, it's got some more bullet hell going on here. But at the same time, you know, he's still just an Ogre. There's too much going on screen. Oh dear. Also, I've used up all my bombs already. Good job. Alright, he is dead, though. So, we have survived. Alright, we get a little bit of health. But in general, we need to take much, much less damage here. But we'll get there. We'll unlock the upgrades. We'll get stronger weapons, etc., etc. And we'll get there. For now, what matters is we'll just... okay, we got, like, some fire dudes, some pyromancers here. This makes me wonder, like, what the heck kind of factory this was. Like, what were they doing in this facility? What's with the crazy ghosts and goblins and stuff in here? There's, like, ghosts, there's robots, there's, like, crazy magicians. Like, this was a crazy society, apparently. Like, what would it have been like to live in a society like this? With all its craziness. Who knows? What I do know is that I am probably not up to the task of actually beating it and getting the power eternal. Also, it looks like those bombs, they knock the enemies back, which is actually very useful because it gives us a bit more room to maneuver. Oh, we got a new hat. Okay, I don't know what that means, but we have a hat now, so that's fun. Yeah, let's recover as much health as possible. I mean, assuming I manage to... oh dear. Assuming I manage to... oh god. Good job, Gaslight. Assuming I manage to not take damage and actually, you know, rack up that multiplier so we can get more sweet reward action, then, oh god, what is this thing? Okay, it's like, it opens up, it's opening its heart to me. Okay, cool. I like that. I also like the fact that I am sort of not taking damage. Alright, we got a little bit of health there. Alright, we get ourselves a set of upgrades. So we can take a key or we can take a better weapon. Okay. I mean, I like the idea of the key because I think those vaults are probably better. But just for the sake of playing around with it, let's take the weapon upgrade this time. Try to get ourselves a feel for all the different things that are here. Now, much like Gungeon, the weapon upgrades have limited ammo and are not very permanent. You know what? I'm actually glad I'm kind of coming back to this game after having played Gungeon, because it sort of makes me appreciate it more. Kind of funny, really. You play one game and then you play another game and it makes you appreciate the other game more. Though, look, there's a vault. And now we don't get to explore it. I mean, I have no illusions that I'm actually gonna okay, got some like crazy skull heads here. Like, I have no illusions that I'm actually gonna win in this run. This is mostly just, you know, this is a learning. This is a practice run. We are just... this is a surveillance run. Yes, that's what it is. Oh, look, that ghost is wearing a hat. Alright, so we've unlocked another new hat. That is cool. I like new hats. don't know what they're good for, but they are hats, and they are my hats, and so no one can take them from us. Alright, what do we want here? 10% damage, improves our default weapon, negate damage while on more than 2 bombs. That sounds pretty cool. Increases max health by 1/3. You see, I like that, because that'll give us, you know, some useful extra health. I like it. I can dig that. I took some unnecessary damage there. And I mean, you'd figure with 16 health, surely I shouldn't actually die here. But like I said, this game is like real hardcore bullet hell, in my personal opinion. Also, that is no longer alive, so I don't know why I'm shooting at it. So I gotta get better at just dodging bullets. Though it's kind of interesting now that I think about it. This game kind of plays into Gungeon. Gungeon kind of plays into it. I can learn something between these two games, is what I'm saying. Yeah, I mean, this will make me better at the whole shooty bit of Gungeon, and by that I mean the bullet hell phase. Okay, here's our mini boss. You figure I'll be able to actually dodge this thing. Alright, we're out of our super ammo. I mean, so far this guy's not that difficult. Okay, he is dead. Alright. And we actually managed to beat him without taking damage. That was pretty sweet. I like that. I am glad. And that's all that's left. Because we didn't take the key in the weapon upgrade room. Okay, we're fighting a demon. That's cool. It also occurs to me that, alright. So, okay, summoning some guys. Do I focus on the demon or do I focus on his minions? I don't know. I honestly don't know. I'm not even really sure if I'm actually damaging him or not. I'm a bit more preoccupied right now with trying not to get hit by... Okay, now I'm hit, so... Alright. Okay, alright, well... Now I've made him angry. I've killed his friends, and now he's lonely. Oh god, that has like some kind of wave thing going on there, alright. Also, now that I think about it, this is a cool... I didn't notice it, but until like just now as I'm looking here, like this demon thing is like basically something like he's just on a monitor, basically. And you know, he's like something like some kind of like hacked computer machine. Oh my god, I'm already down to 1 hit point. There's no way this is gonna work, is it? I mean, he's so close to being dead, and then I kind of walked right into his explodey fireball. But let's see here. I mean, we're only like 14-ish minutes into this episode, so I think we can totally do another run. And that's probably what we want to do, right? I mean, okay, we've beat our old high score of 0. And, yeah, alright. Yeah, let's play some more. Alright, we've unlocked the sword, second wind, the railgun, pulsar. So that's basically like our shop upgrades. Alright, so the better we do, the... Oh, okay. Yeah, it's our, weird cat buddy friend. Alright, hello.
Why, hello there. Haven't seen you before. You from the surface? I see. So you're here for the power eternal. Another one on a fool's errand. How cute. Oh, never mind me.
Just slightly bitter. I'm just kind of skipping through some of this a little fast, aren't I? But climbs, or cleans. I'm gonna say it's climbs. I like that better. Alright, you have no advice for me. Gotcha. Alright. Oakley dokley. So you've got, you have nothing to say, huh? Okay. Well, that's not very useful. I'll just go on. Make my own way then. Without your help, Mr. Cat Monster thing. And we'll just... Okay, so... Back to killing ghosts and whatever the heck that thing is. It's a strange world we live in here, man. And we're also somehow underwater. The perspective in this game kind of weirds me out sometimes, because I'm... Mostly because it's a 2D game, but at the same time, there's some stuff in it that makes me wonder about, like, how I should view depth. And what upgrade do we want? I guess we'll go with this one, because why not? I had no real logic behind that, it felt like the right call, so I made it. And sometimes that's what you gotta do in life, is just make a call. And I should really be making use of the whole teleport ability, because that's just good practice there. It makes us faster, and the faster we are, presumably the better. Alright, there we go. And we also can recover 1 hit point there. Jolly good. Alright, so we need to go somewhere for secrets. There's also spikes on... Okay. We can make a deal with Satan here, apparently. Alright, gain 400% ammo for your current weapon. Lose half your maximum ammo. Okay. I don't really think that's a deal I feel like making. So I won't make it, I guess. We'll just kind of keep on moving on. As one does, we'll go ahead and fight the mini-boss here. Oh, sweet baby Jesus, no. I actually managed to, like, not take damage. Wow. I don't really know how that happened, but okay. We did it, because we're awesome, apparently. And then we'll teleport over here, I guess, back to the Satan Shrine. I just always assume it's a Satan Shrine. It must be all the videos of Binding of Isaac I watched back in the day. I just assume everything is a deal with the devil and whatnot. Alright, let's get an upgrade. What do we want as an upgrade? Let's see here. What do we got? Alright, stealth. I didn't feel that really helped me that much. Reserves increases damage. I guess we'll go with that. I mean, it says it's specifically... Oh god. It specifically said that it was improving our main weapon. So does that mean that it's only improving our main weapon, or is it like primarily affecting our main weapon? It's also affecting other things at the same time. These are the questions one should ask. Alright, we got a firebomb and more ammo. That's all cool, I like it. And let's just investigate these other rooms over here, see what's going on. You know what I also like? This game does not, like, despite the crazy bullet hell going on everywhere, it does not appear to lag out my laptop at all. I like that. You see, that's what retro graphics... That's the good thing about retro games, is they're so generous on... and by retro games in this case, I mean games that are retro style. They're not that bad in terms of processing power usage. And here we go, fighting Mr. Guardian. You know what? I bet we could ace this guy. Okay, never mind. I mean, I could ace him if I was, like, if he wasn't so close to me and I actually had room to maneuver. Okay, what are you doing? Good work. Okay, listen, buddy. I don't like you. You clearly don't like me either, but you're dead. Man, I kinda wish I fought this guy every single time. He seems fairly easy, but then again, I look at my health after the fight and realize, oh crap, I took a lot of damage on that one. Not very good, actually. Okay, hello there, Mr. Mysterious monster thing. These portals make me angry, mostly because I lose track of where I am, which is totally my own fault. Let's see, revolver or a charge thingy? I'll go with this, just because it's something new. Also, we apparently salvaged our old gun. That is a useful thing to note, apparently. Alright, so by charge, what does this mean exactly for us? Let's kill all the things that could possibly hurt us. Alright, we're getting our multiplier up there. That is very useful, good to know. Let's try to keep it up there if we can. And, you know, because that way we get more money. And I have to assume, like most games of this type, that the more deeper we go, that's the word I'm looking for. The deeper we go, the more expensive things are gonna get. So we want to earn as much money as possible. Alright, there's some, like, crazy weapon over there. Okay. We could recover 2 hit points. That seems worth our money. The weapon, not so much, to be honest with you. I don't care quite as much for the weapon. We'll, man, this thing is not the most accurate. Did I just take damage? I feel like I just took damage. I did take damage. And I should be ashamed of myself. Dang-gummit. Oh, God. And then, you know, there you go again. We're back to our default weapon. Totally okay. Not at all upset about that in any way. You know, I mean, I totally am, but... Oh, I unlocked yet another new hat. I don't know what these hats are good for. But I noticed the ghosts are wearing them, so apparently it's like the latest in ghostly fashion. Didn't even know ghosts had fashion, but there you have it. Let's get another upgrade in here. Alright, what do we want? Blink, teleport when dashing, voltaic, focus. I mean, more invulnerability time between hits sounds useful. I mean, that's kind of one of those upgrades that if we didn't get hit in the first place, we would never need. But since I know myself, and I question whether I will ever have the skill to not get hit, like, ever. And especially because this is a bullet hell, so I really doubt my capabilities here. But you never know, maybe I'm not giving myself enough credit. Maybe I could totally pull it off, but not today. I mean, then again, it took me, what, like 5,000 runs to even get my first Gungeon win, so... And to be honest, now that I think about it, it wasn't even that dissimilar with Dead Cells. I played through a couple dozen, I believe, runs before I actually managed to get my first win. So, I guess the moral of the story is, don't assume you don't have the skills to pay the bills. If you're willing to put the time in, then you can do the crime in, or something, I don't know. That was like a completely unnecessary rhyme action right there. Okay, can I? Oh dear. It's like throwing CDs at me. Don't you know that's an outdated medium? No one uses CDs anymore, probably. I probably use CDs because I'm an outdated medium myself. But, you know, we don't need to talk about that. We can pretend that I am totally up to date and stuff. Which I totally am. Totally. Stop summoning ghosts, Master Magician Man. Like Gungeon Master Lich, whatever you are. It's like the Gungeon Master Lich before he went to the Gungeon. He mastered the Monolith before he mastered the Gungeon. You know what? I might be wrong here, but I'm not even sure I'm doing damage to this demon thing while his minions are still alive. Huh. That's interesting. That is like Technomancer's here. Okay, yeah, I gotta remember that. Every time he does that move, he's going to do some stuff. Like, this is a very small screen I'm playing on, by the way. I feel like mentioning that for no particular reason other than just to mention that it is a a small screen, not a lot of space to maneuver here. But then again, to be honest, I feel that's like an intentional design decision in order to make it feel like you're playing on like an old school Game Boy or something. It's just the impression I get when I'm playing this game, like just the size of the window. I think to myself, this reminds me of my old Game Boy. Now, those were some good times. I remember as a kid, like I really wanted a Game Boy, and my parents were like, well, if you save up your money, you know, we'll pay for half of it, and you earn the other half. Because, you know, I had parents like that, trying to teach responsibility and something, and stuff. And, you know, I saved up, and I finally earned the money for my Game Boy, and then I got a Game Boy. And Pokemon Red, first ever video game that I actually could call my own. Well, you know, discounting computer games. It was like my first console game, because we had all kinds of cool random games for the computer when I was a kid. I don't even know what... Oh, we found a secret there while bumping our enemies away. Like, I can't even remember the names of the games. Like, there was some kind of, like top-down, like, shooter game where you're, like, flying a plane or something. It might have not been a real plane, though, because I distinctly remember there being, like, weird sci-fi elements, but there also being, like, tanks and stuff that we had to fight. And, some other game, I can't quite remember it, but it had, like a overworld system, kind of like Super Mario, you know, where you'd, like, I forget which one. It must have been 2. Super Mario Land 2, World 2. I can't remember. Dang it, I'm an old man, and don't expect me to remember these names. And by an old man, I mean I'm, like, actually, like, I haven't even seen 3 decades of life yet, so I guess I'm not that old. Anyway, that's basically as close as I'm going to go to revealing my actual age. Not that that's, like, top secret information that'll reveal my identity, because there's, like, probably, literally at this moment, hundreds of thousands and millions of people who are literally the same age as me, but that's besides the point. There was some kind of game where, like, you went world to world, like, kind of like a similar kind of overworld mappy thing. There was, like, Duke Nukem, I forget which one, but it was one I, like, never was able to get past, like, I think the 3rd level. I was a kid at the time, so, you know, cut me some slack here. I was like 5 years old when I was playing these games for the first time. And, yeah, whatever good games were there as a kid. Oregon Trail, I remember a lot of that. That was pretty sweet. Like, was it 3rd edition? I think it's 3rd edition we had. To be honest, until the move, I actually still had, like, CD copy of it. I just gave it away, though. I mean, I suppose, no, it would have to be, like, the original, like, 1st edition in a box to be worth any money, right? Surely the 3rd edition's not worth anything to anyone. Cue all the comments, Gaslight, that was like a super rare game. You could have got, like, $10,000 for that if you had it in good condition in its original packaging. Which I totally did. Actually, that's a never thing. As a kid, like, I didn't think about stuff like that, but I kept all the original packaging for my stuff. Then my parents just kept randomly throwing it out, and I was like, oh, man. And then years later, I found out, oh, crap. If I had kept, like, the original packaging for Pokemon Red, and, like, I kept my stuff in, like, really, really good condition, you know, I could have, like, made, like, $10,000 on that or something. Like, it's crazy. Have you seen what the original Pokemon games go for online? It's insane. I mean, maybe not $10,000, but you get what I'm saying, right? Like, make some real cashish here, and the kind that would really help you pay off a couple of bills, or maybe the down payment for a car or something. See, that's the thing. You gotta think about these things. When you're a kid, you don't think about that, but then as an adult, you're like, ah, crap, if I'd kept taking good care of my stuff as a child, you know, treating my toys as, like, valuable collector's items instead of as toys like they were, like, God intended, then, I could be rich now. But seriously, though, I mean, it's kind of one of those things. I think the lesson in that is not necessarily, like, you know, buy things for the sake of them being, like, collectibles in the future. Also, I'm, like, dead here. Totally dead. But that guy's dead first, so screw you, son. But, you know, if you take good care of your stuff now, you never know when it might be worth something in the future. Speaking of, I still have, like, all kinds of, like, old Pokemon cards that I think are worth money. I might need to take those down to get appraised someday. Couldn't have, like, a small fortune on my hands here, because I've got, like, old, like, 1st editions. Oh, I don't know if they're 1st editions, but, like, of, like, Charizard and stuff, which are apparently... I have to assume they're valuable, because they're shiny. That's basically my judgment for whether something's valuable, is if it's shiny or not. I don't know. It could be junk for all I know. But I'm going to assume it's valuable because I like to imagine my stuff is valuable, I guess, apparently. Anyway, oh, sweet baby Jesus. What are we looking at here? The Devourer. What is this, Terraria now? Also, what am I supposed to be fighting exactly? Am I shooting his mouth or the weird eyeball monsters that are, like, coming out of his head? Danged if I know. Also, I have only 2 health left. This is not going to end well for me, is it? Also, I've completely wasted all of my explosions. Not good. Oh, God. Oh, dear. Oh, no! I killed him, but he killed me, and then I'm getting devoured. Not good. Well, I guess that's going to do it for this particular episode, so let's take a quick look at how we did for ourselves. At least we beat our old high score. But, alright, yeah, we actually, like, doubled our score, basically. So with that in mind, I'm going to do it for this episode. Until the next time, thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Since this is kind of something new on the channel, I mean, we did it before, but it's kind of new now anyway. You know, extra special important, hit that like button, maybe leave me a comment down below, let me know what you're thinking, and I will see all you in the next video.